Hey friends, so happy to see you back. Today we're diving into something super exciting that I know you're going to love. Building your net worth is all about sticking with it, making smart money moves, and having a little patience along the way.
Yes.
Understanding your net worth is like holding a mirror to your financial health, right? It's super important to check out both the average and median figures. The gap between these two numbers can be eye-opening. For example, if the average net worth is a whopping $500,000, but the median is only $100,000, that shows a huge wealth divide. This isn't just numbers. It really shines a light on wealth inequality and how it affects everyday folks. So, keeping an eye on these figures helps you grasp where you stand and what changes you might want to make. Net worth is basically what you own, like cash and stuff, minus what you owe, like debts. Simple, right? Assets can include cash in your checking and savings accounts, plus investments like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and retirement accounts such as 401s and IRAs. When it comes to real estate, think home equity and other properties, plus your vehicles. Liabilities can really add up. Think mortgages, car loans, student loans, credit card debt, personal loans, and other bills hanging over your head. When your assets are greater than what you owe, guess what? You've got a positive net worth. But if your debts are piling up more than your assets, then you're looking at a negative net worth. It's all about keeping track of what you own versus what you owe. It's a difference between average and median net worth. When looking at net worth by age, you'll often see both average and median figures. Average net worth is kind of a big deal when we talk about wealth, right? So here's the scoop. You calculate it by adding up everyone's net worth in a group and then dividing that total by how many people are in that group. But here's the kicker. This average can really get skewed. If there are a few super rich folks in the mix, it can make the average look way higher than what most people actually have. For instance, if a group has one billionaire and a bunch of regular folks, that billionaire can totally inflate the average. It's a bit misleading, you know? So, while the number might sound impressive, it doesn't always reflect the reality for most people. Median net worth is super interesting, right? So think about it this way. If you line up everyone's net worth from the poorest to the richest, the median is that sweet spot right in the middle. It's like the financial heartbeat of a group. This number gives us a clearer picture of what a typical person's financial situation looks like, because it isn't skewed by those crazy high or low values. For example, if one person is a billionaire and another has just a few bucks, that billionaire can really throw off the average. So, when we look at the median, we get a better sense of what most folks are actually dealing with financially. Pretty cool, huh? Here's the scoop on average and median net worth by age. Based on 2022 data released by the Federal Reserve in late 2023, if you're under 35, your average net worth is around $183,500, but the median is just $39,000. Crazy, right? So if you're in that 35 to 44 age group, your average net worth is sitting at about $549,600. But get this, the median is only $135,600. Wild, right? So, if you're in that 45 to 54 age group, your average net worth is sitting at about $975,800. But get this, the median is only $247,200. Wild, right? So, if you're in that 55 to 64 age group, your average net worth is sitting at about $1,566,900. But get this, the median is only $364,500. Wild, right? Here's the real deal. Sometimes the truth hurts, but it's got to be told. The big difference between average and median net worth across all age groups really shines a light on how wealth is spread out, you know? While the average might make it seem like people are doing pretty well, the median tells a different story. It shows that a lot of folks actually have way less. For example, in the younger age brackets, you might see a high average because of a few wealthy individuals, but the median reveals that many are struggling to get by. This gap is a wake-up call about the reality of financial inequality. It's eye-opening, right? Did you know that for folks under 35, the average net worth is a whopping $180,000? Sounds impressive, right? But here's the kicker. The median net worth is just $39,000. What this really shows is that a handful of super wealthy young people are totally skewing those numbers. So while some are living large, the typical young adult is struggling a bit more financially. This pattern doesn't just stop there. It keeps going across all age groups. As people get older, they tend to gather more assets, which narrows the gap a bit. But still, it's wild to think about how the wealth distribution can be so uneven. Net worth can be influenced by tons of things, like income, expenses, and investments. Several factors contribute to an individual's net worth, including income and savings rate. If you want to build your wealth, a higher income and a smart saving habit are key. It's all about being disciplined and making those dollars work for you. Education level really matters. People with higher education usually earn more and build greater wealth over time. Home ownership is a big deal for a lot of folks in America. It's not just a roof over your head. It's a way to build equity and boost your net worth. Pretty cool, right? Consistent investing is key, right? When you put your money into a mix of different portfolios over time, you really tap into that compounding growth. It's a game changer for boosting your net worth. Managing your debt is super important. Paying off those high-interest debts like credit cards can really free up some cash. This means more money for saving and investing, right? Time is super important when it comes to making your money grow through investments. The sooner you start saving and investing, the more your wealth can really take off. What does this really mean for you, and how will it impact your life? These numbers might seem a bit heavy, but they're actually super helpful. It's not about measuring yourself against others for a pat on the back. It's really about figuring out your own spot and what you can do to boost your financial game. Here are some super simple tips to help you boost your net worth. Start saving and investing early. Even tiny regular contributions can really add up over time thanks to compounding magic. Keep your debt in check. Focus on cutting down those high-interest loans and tackle your payments smartly. Looking to boost your income? Check out ways to level up your career, pick up new skills, or even dive into some fun side hustles. Invest smartly, folks. Mix up your investments and think about long-term growth strategies. It's all about spreading the love, you know? Keep an eye on your net worth regularly. Knowing where you stand financially is super important for making things better, right? Building your net worth is really all about steady effort, smart choices, and a bit of patience along the way. Hey there. Thanks for tuning in. This is a fun series all about financial education, perfect for new investors like you. Hey there. If you enjoyed this, please give us a like and hit that subscribe button. And remember, it's always a smart move to chat with a registered financial advisor before making any big money decisions. Dive into more topics and invest wisely based on what feels right for you. When it comes to mutual funds, remember that past returns don't guarantee future success. And predicting returns can be tricky.